Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investors channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about another really good short-term project that has a very high potential, and this project is called Lumerin or the LMR token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website lumerin.io in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about Lumerin, I want to talk to you guys about Gateio. Gateio is a centralized exchange that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Gateio account and if you buy these low market cap gem tokens, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on these cryptos, right? And if you don't have a Gateio account right now, I suggest you to use the link in the description to set up your Gateio account today. And by doing so, you not only increase your profitability significantly by buying the low market cap gem cryptos that they have, but you can also take advantage of some of their world-class tools such as copy trading, giveaways, and NFT boxes in order to further increase your profitability as well, right? And by using the link to set up a Gateio account, you are also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. So going back to the Lumerin token, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Lumerin? Lumerin protocol decentralizes the routing layer and makes Web3 and peer-to-peer communications truly peer-to-peer and fully programmable using smart contracts. So when you take a decentralized protocol that has a truly that claims to be a truly peer-to-peer platform, that is not going to be the case most of the time, because true peer-to-peer programmable smart contracts are very hard to achieve, right? So usually the peer-to-peer system either works in such a way that it may be peer-to-peer but it may not be decentralized, or it may be decentralized but may not be peer-to-peer. So it will be very hard for you to achieve both these features simultaneously. But what Lumerin aims to do is it's a decentralized platform by default and is a routing layer that makes Web3 and peer-to-peer communications truly peer-to-peer. So they're trying to make the Web3 and peer-to-peer communications as a true peer-to-peer communication and fully programmable using smart contracts, right? So that's basically what they're trying to achieve here. And this is pretty much all the information that we have from CoinMarketCap's page, which means we are left to go through their website, which is lumerin.io, to get additional information about their project, right? So right off the bat on the top, they're mentioning that announcing the Lumerin protocol code base is now open source. So they've made it open source recently, which is a good thing, because usually if you're trying to claim to be a part of the Web3 ecosystem, then open source is a very important factor, right? So this is a good step forward for Lumerin. So if you scroll below, their website is pretty cool and I really like their logo and design on the top. So powerful Web3 data routing. So this is their main headline of what the project is going to achieve. So they are a decentralized, encrypted and data agnostic project, right? So they are fully decentralized, they're fully encrypted, end-to-end encrypted, and they're data agnostic, which means any blockchain can rely on their data, right? And if we scroll further below, December 6, 2021, 43 million tokens sold through TokenSoft. So they did recently, about 4 to 5 months back, they had their token sale of about 43 million tokens, which if you had participated, then you can claim your tokens here by clicking on the claim tokens button here. Otherwise, it's a very early project, so they recently just released their tokens, right? So if we scroll further below, introducing Lumerin. So why build a Web3 routing protocol? So they're asking the question, why do you need to build a routing protocol, right? So current web and general communication routing is still dependent on centralized servers for routing information and proxying. So when it comes to the current systems, all decentralized systems kind of rely on centralized servers, which is unfortunate, but it's because of the fact that the decentralized infrastructure isn't extremely like well available. So till better servers like decentralized server systems are available, Web3 products or DeFi blockchains or protocols still need to rely on centralized servers. So that doesn't make it a truly peer-to-peer system, right? Which is one of the reasoning why they mentioned that they are trying to make it as a truly peer-to-peer protocol that can communicate with multiple different blockchains in a decentralized manner. So the Lumerin protocol decentralizes the routing layer and makes Web3 and peer-to-peer communications truly peer-to-peer and fully programmable using smart contracts. So this is what basically we covered right now, and this is basically what they're trying to achieve. So if you see, they have pretty good diagrams here. So they are listing some of the information about their token sale. About $15.7 million was raised by selling 43 million tokens. So we'll cover the tokenomics shortly. Complete programmatic control over how and when data and communications are routed via smart contracts. So that's another focus that they have. Uses for the Lumerin network. So what are the main use cases, or why would you choose to use Lumerin network, and what benefits will you receive, right? So the first use case is hash power marketplace dApp. So it is a dApp or a marketplace dApp that is anonymous, it's decentralized, and it it allows access to buying and selling and routing hash power. So you may have heard about NFT marketplaces, but this is basically a hash power marketplace where you can buy, sell, and route hash power in a decentralized manner. So that's one of the main use cases of Lumerin network. Now, the next use case is transactional communications. So use smart contracts to control when and how someone is allowed to contact you. So if you want to prevent some scammers or spammers to communicate with you, you can, through Lumerin, use transactional communications to use smart contracts to control when and how someone is allowed to contact you, right? So you can restrict people from contacting you. The next big use case is that it allows for decentralized video and audio streams. So peer-to-peer anonymous encrypted access to video and audio streams is definitely possible through Lumeris network, right? And if you scroll further below, digital resource NFTs. So utility NFTs allowing ownership and access rules for digital resources and data streaming. So there are digital resources which can be made as a NFT, and those NFTs can be given utilities through Lumeris, and you can do that for data streams as well, right? So if you scroll further below, those are some of the main use cases. And if you see hash power marketplace dApp, which is launching in Q2 of 2022, which is currently where we are at right now. So they are eventually going to launch this marketplace platform, where you can basically sell, or it's a marketplace for buying, selling, and trading hash power, right? Which you can do that here. So miners can sell their hash power via a smart contract, and the Lumerin node will manage all routing and order fulfillment automatically. So if you're a miner, either a big industrial miner or a small scale miner who's just mining at home, you can use your excess hash power and sell it on their platform and Lumerin's marketplace platform, and earn some passive income through that, right? So you can visit the demo marketplace here. So this is still in the demo stage. It's still not fully live yet, so be careful and bear that in mind, right? So get involved. So if you see, they are looking for open source developers, developer bounties, developer grants, and marketing and ecosystem development is also something they're trying to do. So you can explore their ecosystem by clicking on this button here. So strategic partners include Titan, Block, BitDeer, Borderless Capital, Cadenza, Coinbase Ventures, which is very interesting because that's one of the main reasons why I cover this project, because it is definitely a really good short-term project where you can buy this token right now and wait for a Coinbase listing and dump this token there, right? So that's definitely a high possibility of seeing Coinbase listing soon. So DFG Capital, Fenbushi Capital, Fundamental Labs, HIVE or Hive Labs, Outlier Ventures, as well as Tribe Capital. So these are some of the notable venture capitalists who have invested or partnered with this project, and the major partner is Coinbase Ventures, which is definitely interesting to note, right? So latest at Lumerin, so they have their latest information on their Medium page, Business Wire, Crypto Slate, Business Wire again, and so on and so forth. And if you want to participate, if you want to become a part of their newsletter, you can type your email address here and click the subscribe button. And you can also scroll below to access their social media information to become part of their community. and access their white paper, which I highly recommend you guys to read through to understand this project, right? So overall, a pretty straightforward and elegant project, which has a good potential to be listed on Coinbase itself, which is a high possibility, right? So going to the coin market cap page for this token is currently ranked 2,988 by market cap on coin market cap, and is currently trading at 7.8 cents at the time of making this video. So it seems like this token has been going down in the past 24 hours, about 11%, close to 11% decrease in the past 24 hours, which is quite drastic. And if you see, the market cap information is not yet available, which means this project is extremely early, and therefore the market cap could be somewhere between $5 to $10 million, right? So obviously a very brand new project with literally no market cap information available. At the same time, Coinbase Ventures have invested in this project, which definitely makes this project a definite candidate for 50 to 100x gains immediately after the Coinbase listing, right? So that's definitely something that you need to keep an eye out for. If you scroll below, the max supply and total token supply is probably one of the weakest points of this project, because if you see, this token is extremely inflationary, and there's a lot of tokens as a max supply out there, and there's no real circulating supply number available. So I think the token has a circulating supply of significantly less than 5% of the total token supply, or maximum token supply, right? Which means there's way more tokens that will be dumped into the market eventually, which will push the price of this token to slump it. And this is going to be the case for the mid to long term, right? So I think the long term potential of this project depends on its tokenomics, as well as how much utility the project can give to its tokens, as well as the fact that whether they can even use their marketing strategies to attract more and more new users, or users who can effectively continue to use their platform on a consistent basis, right? So with so much things that are at stake because of the tokenomics, I think this token is still likely a really good candidate for a short-term gains. As I mentioned, Coinbase Ventures definitely gives a positive note that this token will be listed on Coinbase eventually, and that's the ultimate goal for any Coinbase Ventures tokens, right? And with that being said, this token is also an extremely low market cap token, which means buying this token at the earliest, which you are right now if you're watching this video, because this token is probably at a market cap of less than $10 million, or maybe even less than $5 million in market cap, which makes this an extremely low market cap token with a potential to make at least 50 to 100x gains in the next few months, right? Or at least until after the Coinbase listing, right? So that still definitely is a positive thing, but in the mid to long term, the tokenomics based price slumping will definitely continue to hurt the people who hold this token, right? So if we scroll this further below, you can clearly see that this token has been at its all-time lows right now, which is also one of the reasons why you would have to look into this token. Even though it has been its all-time lows, you can easily see that the token price was initially 29 cents per token as of 29th of March 2022, and then since then the token has drastically dropped in price, occasionally being slightly volatile, of reaching a little bit higher than a few days of worth of price, but it has kind of reached an all-time low at 7 cents per token, which is where it's currently sitting at, but it has peaked occasionally to reach 10 cents per token before going up. So it occasionally makes a 2 to 3 x gains, which is definitely possible, and you can definitely make a lot of money with this token if you time this token properly, right? So it's a really good token for short-term investment, and if you know what you're doing, then this is the best token for you to invest in. But I think you need to be very careful, because it can still be a risky token if you don't know what you're doing, right? But if you see the overall price chart, you can easily see that you're buying this token at the all-time lows, and the only direction where this token can go next time is in the upward direction, right? So again, this is not financial advice, guys. It's just my personal opinion. So when it comes to Bitcoin comparative, again, Bitcoin comparative is even more volatile, and it's also declining steeply. If you see, the price was initially worth 600, I think it was 61 satoshis per token, and then it reached a relatively low price gradually, but at the same time reaching all-time lows of 19 satoshis per token, and even popping up to 25 satoshis per token before going back down to its current price of 19.6 satoshis per token, right? So again, Bitcoin comparative is going to be much more volatile than dollar comparative, so be very careful if you're trying to buy this token with Bitcoin comparative. I would probably stick to dollar comparative than Bitcoin comparative, because it's the safest option, and you can still make a lot of money in the dollar comparative rather than the Bitcoin comparative, right? But again, that's just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. When it comes to the markets itself, obviously Gateio is the most prominent liquidity provider for this token, and therefore, if you don't know what Gateio is, it is one of the most popular centralized cryptocurrency exchange that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens before they get listed on Coinbase or Binance, some of the major exchanges in the world, right? And if you want to set up a Gateio account today, you can use the link in the description to set up your Gateio account. And by doing so, you will not only increase the profitability of your short-term cryptos that you can gain from Gateio, but you can also get a 30% trading fee rebate on any trades that you make on their platform, right? This means you can definitely make some really good trades and gets money which is pretty cheaper for trading fees compared to any other exchange, right? So by also using the link to set up a Gateio account, you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. Apart from Gateio, KuCoin and Huobi Global are also other exchanges that have listed this token. So please note that Huobi Global, which is also a very popular tier 1 exchange, has listed this token, which means a Coinbase listing is definitely imminent. And obviously, because of the Coinbase Ventures investment as well, the possibility of this token being listed on Coinbase is extremely likely. We don't know whether it could be happening the next week or in the next month or the next possible year. We don't know. But the Coinbase listing is definitely coming in, and by buying the token at the all-time low, you're preparing for a Coinbase pump once it gets listed, and you can definitely make up to 100x in gains because this token will go ballistic because of the low market cap nature, right? So I think Coinbase is probably going to be the next big thing to look forward to for this token, while you can accumulate this token from Gateio, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has some really good short-term potential. If you don't know anything about this token when it comes to fundamental wise, by just looking at the charts, you can say that you can do some really good short-term trades and get some significant profit even without understanding what this token is, right? By understanding what this token is, you know that this token is a valuable project that's offering something new to the crypto space, and at the same time they're trying to create true peer-to-peer ecosystems, which is one of the reasons why I believe Coinbase Ventures has chosen to invest in this project, because they invest in unique as well as novel projects, right? And this definitely means that a Coinbase listing is coming soon, which is what everybody is anticipating, including myself. But again, for the mid to short term potential of this token, I don't think this token will do mid to short term very well because of its poor tokenomics, along with the fact that obviously this token won't be able to compete with other projects that offer the same or even much better features, along with better tokenomics and a scarcity that's built into the system, right? So I think this project will not necessarily be a good project to rely on the mid to long term, but I think for the short term, definitely a good bet, right? Again, this is just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, that you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.